Hello everybody, I sincerely hope this is working. It's my first live reaction video, so I'm just checking over. It looks like it's receiving the content, and how this is gonna work is I decided I wanted to go live on YouTube and make this video, react to the entirety of this Tom MacDonald versus Mac Lethal beef, the 3 songs that have come out, give you my thoughts and opinions on each song, let you know what I think, ask you guys what you think, and have a little conversation about it, because I thought it was just an interesting thing that came to be. Like, I was just sitting there, and then that single white male song came out, and I was having a conversation about it. I was questioning maybe whether or not I thought Tom MacDonald was an interesting person, like whether or not this was just gimmicks or whether or not the dude had any skill or whatnot. So basically I decided I would check it out, and then Mac Lethal 4 days later responds with his verse, and then like the following day we got another song back from Tom MacDonald. So I thought it would be really cool to just kind of go through them, comment on it. And I already said that my name is Holden Stefan Roy. Typically I do a bunch of album reviews, so this whole reaction thing is fucking new to me, so we'll see how this goes. Meanwhile, yeah, let me know what you think, and we're gonna start with this Tom MacDonald song, where right away you see he's going in for Mac Lethal. It appears that Mac Lethal here is commenting a little bit on the single white male song. The white dude who raps about how white dudes are super oppressed is garbage. I don't know his name, not gonna learn it. His bars are fucking awful. He can shove his entire low rent aesthetic up his ass, and that's just kind of how it starts. And then let's click play, and you get this little bit here.
I talk shit about Tom MacDonald and didn't realize that so many of my...
Yeah, another little tweet. Meanwhile, he's giving us a little commentary there. I like it. He's kind of like making fun of it, like impersonating Mac Lethal's voice. Like, he's going in.
My fans were his fans, and now they're all mad at me, so I'm just gonna tell them that I was talking about somebody else. That's it.
Okay, so Tom MacDonald responds, and then Mac Lethal leaves this monstrous tweet. I'm not going to read the whole fucking thing. Feel free to pause this video after or whatever and check it out. But yeah, basically, blah, blah, blah. I'm better than you. I'm more significant than you. Numbers, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I was talking about somebody else. You believe me, right? Right?
Calls him a cop-out.
Shit.
Fair enough.
All right. Man, who gave this old man Twitter? Who taught him how this works? Someone tell him when he mentions me, do research first. He just old and bitter, can't hit him where it hurts, cause it's impossible to make this guy look any worse. Ay.
I kind of like the start. I feel like his little laid back, lazy, I don't give a fuck about you flow completely works over the beat. I mean, he's pointed out how kind of old and irrelevant like Mac Lethal is. Like, why is this guy allowed on the internet doing it? It's not like it's super going in for the kill per se, but it totally sets a nuance around, like, I guess the core directive of Tom MacDonald's verse. Now, spoiler alert, I've watched these before this and then decided I was going to do this reaction after I started, but still, yeah, why don't we just go through it and just see whether or not Tom MacDonald really goes in.
Hey, the world forgot about Mac. Now you can't eat Ramadan fast. That Oxycontin you put up your nostril finally rot your brain, or where you always wag. Whoa, I should go slow. I don't want you back on the dope. It ain't a joke.
I didn't know that Mac Lethal did drugs. I guess I just didn't know that. So right off the jump, I mean, the fact that he's digging into the past of, you know, Mac Lethal, and he's like looking into some embarrassing shit and calling him out like, yo, you're an ex-drug addict, blah, blah, blah. Fine, whatever. I'm like, okay. I mean, maybe that was common knowledge to other people, but the way he kind of flips his flow and keeps it running, and then kind of makes fun of the fact that Mac Lethal does goofy shit like eating ramen noodles and raps about it, I respect it. I'll be honest, like, coming into this, I didn't really respect Tom MacDonald very much because, frankly, I thought he was an SEO, gimmicky, clickbait rapper going after that sensationalist crowd. I mean, I'm 31, this dude's 29, and, like, you can see how he looks and you can see how I look. And while Mac Lethal goes on that point, I just, on the one hand, respect and admire him for looking like this at 29. On the other hand, it kind of does look a little bit like He's a clickbait rapper. Like, he's trying to get your attention. Like, half the reason you're going to click on his video is what he looks like to see what his rap's going to be like. Then on the other end of the clickbait spectrum, you have Mac Lethal, who will rap about 87-year-old men fucking writing in poems and shit, or he'll order pizza or try to break a Guinness Book of World Records, and you watch it all and it feels so gimmicky. So to me, it was like, holy shit, like the two opposite ends of the clickbait gimmick spectrum are going in on each other, and I thought that was super fascinating. So anyway, let's see what Tom brings for the rest of the track.
When you're going broke and you got a daughter at home, leave me alone, you old man. Your career is a joke, it's so sad. Your biggest record is a cover song while you cooking breakfast. You ain't no dad, fucking housewife, fucking washed up, fucking never ever had a sound. How you rap with ICP and still end up the biggest clown? Mac Lethal? What's lethal about him? Old age, stroke face, a relapse going back to his old ways, a suicide because no fame? You ain't a real...
I really like that part. I mean, pointing out how kind of vapid and irrelevant Mac Lethal's career has been. And look, I don't know if you're a Mac Lethal fan, but like for me, I know who he was, but he never, like, there's like 2 or 3 Mac Lethal songs I listened to in my life that I can remember. And I know he's had a career, and I know some people have brought him up as people they like, but I know him more as the guy who raps in a bunch of styles and does all this clickbaity shit, like he said. So the kind of way he presents it, I mean, he's kind of discrediting the artistry of anything that Mac Lethal brings to the table. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then to point out how, in a sense, he's got like nothing to him, that's pretty cool too. Like, it's pretty fucking hard. I gotta say, like, his name is kind of whack, is what he's saying there. I don't know, I liked it.
Real artist, you just retarded. You a weak target, I feel bad for killing. You rap fast, but every bar's filler. We kept Lethal, but we lost Miller. I guess your tweet is backfired. Go look up satire. I guess you're slow.
Tom MacDonald, you did not make a satire piece. You made a clickbait piece. I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to call you a little bit on that. But yeah, his point is, I made a satirical piece, blah, blah, blah. You're old. But let's be real. Tom MacDonald's flow here is fucking fun. Like, it's just got this freshness to it where he keeps switching it up. He keeps it dynamic and alive. And I kind of have to agree with where he's coming from with it. But except for the part where it's not satire. It was just clickbait.
Lower than you look, Mac, you got flat tires. I'm a visionary, you a parody. Your catalog is in...
Visionary, Tom? I mean, yes, I agree a little bit that Mac is a parody. Visionary? I don't know. I don't see it in Tom MacDonald. I see a lot of things that he might be influenced by. I hear a lot of words that I hear other dudes on YouTube spitting in, like essays that he's put in a hip-hop form. So I guess that's a little visionary, but I heard a few Tom MacDonald tracks before this. He's very talented. Visionary? That's pushing it, Tom.
Embarrassing. You pushing 40, your style is corny. Stop rapping and do some parenting. Fuck, I guess it's that time of the year. Hi, I'm here to revive your career. Guy, you come off so fucking weird. It's 2019, just admit that you're queer. I don't expect to get a tight response from a midlife crisis with writer's block, even though it'd be nice to talk to a rapper who can't even write a song. Wow.
That's a good point, eh? If you go look at his channel, a lot of what he's doing is kind of like, you can email Mac Lethal like your poem or whatever, and he'll rap it and then maybe write a response to it or such. But yeah, to me, that part there where he just kind of goes in on his like lack of actual production and output as a rapper and how gimmicky his shit all is, I don't know, I'm kind of feeling it. On the other hand, Tom's a little grandiose. I don't know if I'm feeling Tom's ego, but he's doing it. He's, in my opinion, he's hitting Mac in some places where at first I thought it was a little flashy, but then when I really thought about Mac Lethal's career, I thought this was kind of apt.
Wow, look at you now. I'm selling out shows in your town. Your demographic, all old ladies. You don't appeal to a younger crowd.
He definitely appeals to a younger crowd. I think his demographic's kids. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a bunch of 16-year-olds going, oh, that guy's doing this gimmicky shit. It's like the Minecraft crowd.
You ain't mainstream, you ain't underground, you a specific brand of fucking lame. Your triple time flow hella boring. How you say so much and have nothing to say? You are...
That might be one of my favorite lines in like the whole beef, because I watched his like 1,000 words in like 2 minutes rap, and he really does say like fucking nothing with those 1,000 words. He's all over the place with generic bullshit. Mac Lethal, I mean. So that little bit there, he really touches on a point. Like, if you are going to rap fast, make sure you fill it in with the bars. And I do think that Tom is pulling that off bar for bar. Like, I don't think he's wasted a lot here. It's been pretty solid. It's been pretty going in.
For all opinions, I'm all facts. You are insignificant. Fall back. Need an update. Reinstall Mac. You can restart and then not rap.
Need an update. Reinstall Mac. I like computer bars. I'm a geek like that. Can't help it.
Picture your life. Flipping burgers. Go get me some fries. Cola.
Tom loves staring at the camera, by the way. Can we just go back for a quick second here?
Some fries.
Look at that fucking face. This motherfucker practices staring in the mirror. I don't hate him for it, but he practices staring in the mirror so he can get that little sexy look. Just like, that's what he's going for. He wants to like let you know he knows how attractive he feels he is. That's fucking funny.
Cola with ice, 1 apple pie on the side. David, I'm trying to be nice. I seen your reply in my comments. You said it wasn't about me. Come on, just be honest. You spoke out the ass and then all of your fans started turning against you. It fucks up your pockets. You're backpedaling. You don't have any.
Yeah, so I checked on his Twitter. He might have a point here. I did not find a single fucking person who, when I checked after the second diss it dropped, was in like favor of Mac Lethal. He's got some validity there.
You're afraid to have to deal with that energy. You're lying and trying to make up a save. You said it, you meant it. Dave, it's too late. Oh dear, I can't believe I have to set this shit straight. Man, hey. Old ears, I hope you hear exactly what I say. Man.
I got old ears. I'm hearing you, Tom. I'm hearing what you say. I guess he was talking to the other old guy, Mac, but I'm 31. I'm kind of old for hip-hop. I kid. I'm just playing up because we're the same age, me and Tom. Tom's fucking old, man. He's 29. He's not even a kid anymore.
I'm here. You said you didn't even know my name, dawg. So here, I'll say it so you don't forget again. It's Tom MacDonald, bitch.
Alright, and so that ends the first one. And let's be honest, that is a pretty fresh ending. You basically get the sense that since he made the whole reference in the first tweet, you don't even know his name, didn't bother learning, etc. It's going to end it with that. I'm going to tell you my name. It's Tom MacDonald, bitch. I respect it. Pretty solid. But yeah, that's the first one. And I have to say that instantly, and I had just like listened to Single White Male and wasn't really feeling the message or whatever of it, and I was questioning because that one kind of looks like the video knocks out Hobson a little bit. But you watch this one and you're like, okay, that's a pretty good diss. That was like a fun thing to listen to. When's Mac gonna respond? But thankfully he only made us wait 4 days. And then he comes back with this shit. Single white female.
Single white female, her name is Tammy, but you'll need some fine details. She gets up on the internet and argues with strangers, cause inside she's full of insecurity and anger. She tries to be...
I mean, basically the primary diss is he looks and dresses like a female so far, and he likes to argue with people on the internet, and he's full of fear and shit, which maybe you could guess from his outer appearance, but that's like judging a book by its cover, and I don't know if I feel like Mac has it with that one. Alright, but still, he dressed up as a girl for half a second, he came in, he's making his point. Tom MacDonald's a lady.
Be edgy, that's her rap ploy, but back in the day she was a frat boy. She says everybody hates her, but no one even cares, so now I'm gonna grab the bitch and throw her by the hair. Hey yo, Single.
I mean, I gotta say, we're 22 seconds in. Hasn't said a lot, but he's flossing it on that old school style. He's letting us know that this is going to be a little bit more bar driven. This is going to be a little bit more, I'm going to show you how a real rapper raps.
The white female, it's time to make the J burn. Where's your fucking balls, bitch? You acting like you Grey Worm. How you gonna let a little tweet hurt your feelings? Did I bruise your ego, lil girl? What are you revealing? Your whole fucking gimmick is claiming everybody's too PC and sensitive. So why you want some victim shit if somebody...
Well, Mac Lethal, I didn't really think about this, but his whole premise here is, why are you so butthurt over the fact that like I tweeted you and you got so upset that you like wrote a song back? Now I'm gonna have to go and like say that it's because Tom MacDonald's trying to show you he's a rapper, and instead of just being a guy who tweets and shit, he's gonna say, okay, you want to play it like that, I'm gonna go ahead and write this song. And it a little bit sounds like Mac Lethal doesn't respect him for doing this, so maybe he really doesn't want that energy that Tom MacDonald brought. That's cool, and that's completely fair. But you chose to respond, and in your criticism a little bit about making the song in the first place. I don't know. Let's see what else he has to say.
Somebody don't like you, that shit straight troubles you. Why the fuck you acting like an SJW? You rap...
he wasn't acting like an SJW. I can assure you of that. He was just smacking you for smacking him.
Like you want to make America great again, but you're not even American.
Oh, right, for the single white female. That's what he's trying to say. And then this next part.
And Tammy, you're Canadian. You live in the safest fucking country in the world, and you act like you're oppressed, man. You're such a little girl.
Hold on a second, buddy. What are you trying to say here, Mac Lethal? Now, I'm like the first one on the internet to be like Canada is incomparably not as dangerous as, say, like America. But if your implication is that by coming from Canada, you're somehow softer than an American, you can go fuck yourself, Mac Lethal. Just throwing that out there. But still, like, why you bring in, like Mac took this in a direction here where he's now comparing him to an SJW and his opinions to make America great again. Like, what? You think we don't have social issues in Canada? You think that some of the same things that y'all are going through are not the same as us? Like, I as a Canadian can't have an opinion on that shit? Okay, maybe I'm taking this a little personal and Mac's not dissing me, but he did bring Canada into this because, like, somehow Tom MacDonald being a Canadian is a bad thing. Okay?
Speaking of little girls, you want to diss my daughter? Damn, that's a cheap shot. That's so damn disgusting, man.
He didn't diss your daughter. He dissed, like, your ability to, like, fucking raise your daughter, not your daughter. Like, he dissed as a parent.
Well, I can throw cheap shots too. Let's talk about the fact your girlfriend used to suck off R.A. the Rugged Man. You want to...
What kind of a diss is that? Like, R.A. the Rugged Man was, like, dirty in the 90s and did some whack shit, like throwing cum on people and weird shit. Sure. But, like, is the implication that he's just consistently dirty, and if you performed oral sex on R.A. the Rugged Man, all of a sudden, like, you are less of a girl or something? That's kind of judgy. I don't really get it. I don't get the joke there. That's all I'm trying to say. Anyway, let's keep going with this song.
Say I'm rapping filler. Your girl is a king of the dot groupie that be letting rappers filler. We got mutual friends. They gave me dirt. These are facts. Your girlfriend ghost writes half your raps.
So the part where his girlfriend fucks king of the dot rappers, that's not something to, like, insult a dude for. Like, to me at least, that's like old man dissing. That's not like new age dissing. It's not very progressive of you, Mac Lethal. Because maybe she sucked a lot of dick because she freely chose that is the action she wanted to do, and she was very much, maybe they even have a consensual thing where, like, he's allowed to bang who he wants and she can bang who she wants, and they love each other. Who you judge? That's all I'm trying to say with that. Now the part where the girlfriend ghostwrites half his shit is interesting, and yeah, that's, if that's true and he has facts, because don't forget, he isn't substantiating this with anything. He is simply stating it like it's a thing. Anyway, so he states it. If it's true, it's powerful. If it's not and he doesn't prove it, it's another line.
YouTube, the biggest video of mine has more views than all your fucking videos combined.
Well, no shit. You've been doing this since 2010, and like I said, you're one extreme of the clickbait rappers. Like, if you couldn't bang out like 1 million or 2 views on a video, you're pretty bad at what you do, Mac Lethal. So currently we can see it's at 9,660 on 2.3 million. That's all right. But we all know that this is only getting views because it's part of this beef. He is not performing that well regularly. It's still decent, 6 figures for sure. But, like, come on, man. You put out songs like once a week and shit for years. Of course you're going to outperform other extreme clickbait viral rap boy. Like, you're both just trying to go viral. Like, I guess that's why the number dick wagging is a thing, because they're both, like, virality is success to both these dudes. I don't know.
Speaking of YouTube, you claim that I'm irrelevant. I got 2 million more fucking subscribers than you do. You wear women's clothes and Nicki Minaj braids because you gotta hide the fact that you secretly got AIDS. You think that...
Hold up. So the part where you're like, I got more views than you and you trying to talk shit, I totally support that because, yeah, that was a nice move. The part where you're like, you have AIDS because you dress kind of like a girl is just a whack diss. It's just, like, what? The guy's going in on your irrelevancy and specifics about your career, and you're like, haha, you dress like a girl. I don't know. I'm not feeling that as a real diss.
That I'm not paid, silly bitch, I'm a millionaire. You want proof? Meet me at the bank and I'ma kill you there. White on white violence.
Mac's worth about $2 million from what I could research. who cares? He's a millionaire, but he's like low. He's broken into millionaire.
Damn, it's snowing.
Like, really, Mac, that's what you're going in on? Like, I actually have millions of dollars. Fuck you. Like, really, Mac, that's your focal point?
You're the fucking rap equivalent of Candace Owens. I heard you block people on Twitter because they told you Mac Lethal is bigger. Sweet Jesus, you're bitter. What's the matter?
Did you block anyone on Twitter? That's what I'm curious. If anyone knows that they were blocked by Mac Lethal on Twitter for this, I would love to know. Now I feel like I'm being a Mac Lethal hater, but like, I don't feel that the quality of the bars and the subject matter being brought up by Mac Lethal is fresh or interesting relative to what we heard on Tom MacDonald's song.
Lay Pons, did my lethal injection get stuck in your vajayjay wrong? Oh, what's the matter, Meth Lamore? You need another stupid...
Let's be honest, Meth Lamore might be the first, like, really dope fucking diss, because it could be stated that what Tom MacDonald's doing is like a methed out version of Macklemore. I don't hate that comparison. That was pretty funny to me. That was like the second really good line, because if that ghostwriter thing is true, that's it. So that's 2 like solid coming in, and we're 2 out of 4 minutes into this shit.
White boy gimmick to move some units at the record store. You're not a lyricist. You're not
dude, you made like I ordered the pizza songs. How you dissing anybody's gimmick? I think Mac Lethal has some of the silliest gimmicks we've ever seen a rapper do to move records.
Controversial. No one is offended by you, and that really hurts you, bro. You lie about your height. You're not 6'5", you little man. You look like Kid Rock had a meth baby with Lil Xan. You look...
Wait. Even if he did lie about his height, who fucking cares? That's a weird one to focus in on for me too. Does that discredit him? So he lied about his height a little bit. Like, everybody doesn't lie about their height. Like, everybody straight up. Like, I always say around when I talk about my weight and height. You know, just because around gives you some wiggle room.
Look like Lil Pump had a crack baby with Bad Baby. What's the matter, Elsa? Why you acting sad lately? I'm a Marshall.
Actually, dude, I just thought about it. The crack baby with Bad Baby and Lil Pump. It's alright, because literally, aesthetically, I could kind of maybe see where he's coming from. I was always showed he's like aware of stuff.
Artist, you fake wrestle, bitch. You aren't the man, but you do look like Becky Lynch. Ladies and gentlemen,
this is the worst part of Mac Lethal's video. It is garbage diss.
Coming to the ring right now, this man is a Canadian who would give anything to be American. Standing 5'8".
Mac Lethal, I don't think there are Canadians who would give anything to be American. I don't think it exists. That's like the weirdest shit to hear anybody say. Like, to me, that sounds like the epitome of egotistical American ignorance. To think that just because we go to LA, do you realize its population density as an entertainer means that you literally just have a lot of trouble making it in Canada? There's 1/10 of the population over a landmass of about the same size. Like, America is about, I don't know, 20% smaller than Canada from like a landmass point of view. What all that translates to is we got a lot of people spread out over, like, our cities just aren't like yours. So of course we're coming to LA and shit. We want to have fucking careers too, and there's like 10 times the number of people in your country. Very disrespectful to Canada. I mean, plus this whole wrestling thing, like, watch.
6'5", weighing 72 pounds, Tammy McDogford. Oh shit, let's watch this wrestling video. Oh my god, what kind of fucking move is that? What is that?
Like a wrestling move. Like, who the fuck laughs at wrestling like, it's gay? I don't get it. I don't get the humor. You're not helping your case, Mac. He was calling you old and irrelevant, and you're dropping old man jokes. You're just dropping old man jokes here. This shit's not funny. Ha ha ha, he's a gay wrestler guy. That's not a joke.
In your diss song, you tried to say that I was gay, right? You're the motherfucker that be dressing up in gray tights. See you and
How does that make you gay? I don't get it.
The half-naked men can fucking play fight. You just need an excuse to lay there and take pipe. In America, hog is another word for dick, which is the reason that you have it tatted underneath your lip. Cause you...
What? I mean, okay. I suppose if you got a tattoo of something like hog and you put it under your lip and it turns out it's some, like, it means dick, it's kind of funny. But like, what's with all this in America nonsense? Like, Canada's really fucking similar, dude.
You love dick, bro. You give enough head. You wear nail polish, motherfucker. Nuff said. You.
What are you saying? A guy who wears nail polish is somehow less of a man than Mac Lethal?
Ain't skilled, be quiet. You look like Billie Eilish did too many pills and got filled with violence and killed her stylist. I heard.
I'll give it to him. The way he rhymed that little Billie Eilish part there, that might have been one of the fresher things he's done in this song. Like, it really was fresh, well delivered, good on you, Mac. That's 3 positive points, and we're 3 minutes, 20 seconds in.
You're diss, bitch. I ain't bust a sweat. You diss ICP, homie. Your girl's a jug.
He did not diss ICP. He said that while next to them, you came off as a bigger clown. I would not say that that's a diss at ICP, and his girlfriend looks cute as a juggalette. I like juggalettes. I'm not going to say I'm not into that.
You say I'm in my 30s like this shit is a bad thing. I'm healthy and I'm rich and I'm living my rap dreams. My kids go to a nice private school. I got a sick fucking house. I own my own pool.
That was the dorkiest brag ever. Like, I'm in my 30s and I'm grinding and shit. And, well, Mac's in his 30s too, and he's living his dream, which is to rap out other people's poems on the internet for clickbait. I'm not trying to be like a super big hater here. Mac Lethal probably is living his dreams, and he probably has a really nice house, and he probably feels really great. But this look on his face here that he has is how I feel about what he just said. Like, go fuck yourself, you privileged motherfucker.
What the fuck you gonna try to say I'm having an identity crisis? You're a 30-year-old man dressing like this.
He has a good point. I do have to agree with Mac Lethal here. That was a good 4th good point. Yeah, he is. Tom MacDonald is a 30-year-old clickbait sensationalist dressed kind of guy, but at least he's okay with owning it.
I wear normal clothes.
The fuck is your normal clothes? You're a late 30s guy wearing some like name brand ass regular ass shirt. Like, normal clothes, you're wearing a backwards baseball cap. Guys your age don't really do that, do they? Is that what guys like? I never see guys in their late 30s with backwards baseball caps on.
I don't need controversy and shock value. I grab the mic and pour my soul. Let this shit be a lesson in how you thirst fame. From here on out, your name is infinitely cursed, man. Cause if you say your last name, you have to say my first name. Bitch, my fucking rap name is in your fucking birth name, Mac.
So, that's not a diss. That's like a kind of weird egotistical floss a little bit. Like, oh yeah, we have this in common. Kind of, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a little bit of a hater, but I feel like now that I've heard this one twice in particular, I'm left with this sense of Mac Lethal just didn't really say anything that made me feel anything of a way. Like, that Tom MacDonald song had me going fresh and got me thinking about Mac Lethal in a way. I already knew that Tom MacDonald kind of dressed like a girl, and I already knew that he was a clickbait sensationalist, dude. I learned maybe that his girlfriend ghost wrote his shit. I didn't learn anything. That's not good for your diss. I should be learning some shit about the motherfucker in your diss. So you should be putting some shit in perspective for it to be an effective diss. Alright, we got one more to go through because Mac didn't want to respond. So just to let you know, after I found on his Twitter, so he's look at this fucking thumbnail he's got. Eek, that double time flow was offbeat and sloppy. I won, let it go, bro. Alright, did he? Like, I'm saying 1 for 1. We got Tom MacDonald taking that win. So why don't we see what the response of Mac Lethal sucks is?
Oh my God.
Tower beats on the track.
Listen, I think I can hear it. Mac Lethal is hyping himself in the mirror. His wife tries to tell him that she's getting curious.
This guy knows how to flip a video that looks nice in like a day or two. Like, this is low budget fucking excellence.
He just yells,
Shut the fuck up, it's just Tom Guy's serious.
I hoped you would kill it. I'm always an optimist. Thought your response would be flawless and awesome. It's gotta be hard finding time to perfect all your rhymes every night at Narcotics Anonymous. Hi Dave, hi Dave, hi Dave. I'm not even trying.
I like that. I don't know, man. Just the way he put it out and like laid him on to this point where it's like he got all seriously focused, took all this time, waited, dropped this shit, and he wanted it to be really good so that it would be like an epic beat for the history, but it sucked. And then he does that little NA bar where I don't know, man. The energy that Tom MacDonald brings to this track oozes disrespect. Like, everything about the way he's saying this shit just sounds like he's just flossing on Mac Lethal in a way where after just listening to Mac Lethal just sounds like a guy who's going in like he doesn't really treat it seriously. He's not really trying. Whereas Tom MacDonald's probably trying way harder than he's pretending in this song. But he's coming off like he ain't trying.
You don't scare me at all. If you did a drive-by, I'd wave. It's so cute when you rap. It's like I'm watching my dad trying to...
It is like I'm watching my dad. That's a good way to describe Mac Lethal's approach here.
Using iPad, you should just give it back. You've been sober like 8 years. You the type of guy who can't have a beer, have a single drink and need to get some coke and probably suck a dick for a painkiller. You party animal, you bad boy, you're a crazy son of a gun. All that karate and still you're a pussy. You tap on my shoulder and run. Where are you going? I'm over here in a house that you can't afford with your career. Got your own.
Yeah, this whole part's weird because I looked up Tom MacDonald's net worth and he doesn't seem like he's very rich yet.
Pool, kids in private school, you the fucking mother of the year. You keep talking millions, I googled your wealth. You are worth 2, Dave, I am worth 12. You're tweeting.
I googled your wealth, Tom. I couldn't find shit all that said that you're worth 12. I don't get it. I don't understand where you're getting that number from. I'm just throwing it out there. However, if somebody can find it and say that he's worth 12, that would be interesting, but yeah, I don't know. And the whole part where he's like your mom of the year, it's kind of funny and shit, but I feel like this intro bit, it's kind of like really fun to listen to, really enjoyable, but we are again back to that. Not a lot's being said, but at least this is being said in an extremely enjoyable fucking way compared to like, I guess the static, almost not so flossy nature of what Mac Lethal did.
At YouTube, somebody help with my monetized videos. Dave, that's a tell. Broken.
That's one of my favorite lines. Somebody help with my monetized videos. Dave, that's a tell. Like, if you are going to be rapping about being rich, you shouldn't probably be complaining about how, like, your YouTube's monetization is such a key part of your acquisition of wealth.
Ugly, short and stubby, 40-something with a face that was born for punch and act tough, but I know at your core it's muffins, the type to wife up the first horror fuck them. Big bad Dave, got the Ellen cosign.
I mean, I kind of had to agree. Mac Lethal does kind of come off as the guy who might be somebody, just the way he presents himself as somebody who's a little bit not, as like, I wouldn't be surprised if the first girl that was interested in him was somebody that like he took seriously once he tried to get his life together. But the Ellen cosign line that he just said, can we be real? That is the least gangster thing to do. You go on Ellen, you have to be like a serious gangster to pull off going on Ellen. You have to be like an Ice Cube to pull off like fucking Ellen. Otherwise, you might be the bomb rapper.
Cool. Try to ride that wave to the Hollywood sign. Fool. You were so excited just to get invited. Teeth were freshly white and couldn't cheese enough. You said, I love rap because it's counterculture. Dave, counterculture is who beats you up.
That was funny. Just because, again, like, when you think about it, like, that kind of makes sense. Like, you don't really look at Mac Lethal and feel this counterculture vibe. You feel like maybe he had a rougher growing up than, I mean, Tom MacDonald also probably looks like what counterculture beat up. So I feel like both of them got beat up by counterculture. I was beat up by counterculture too. Don't worry. We all in this together. Tom, Mac, and Holden.
My future has Grammys.
Your future doesn't have Grammys. I don't see that coming, Tom MacDonald.
There's handies from Tammy imagining baddies in nasty pajamas and transplanting hair to your head from your fanny.
I don't see that happening to Mac either. Mac will be able to find plenty of ladies.
I saw you doing teeth commercials. Do an actor, Dave. I don't need rehearsals. I'll piss in your mouth till you wheeze and gurgle, then stomp on your head till your cheeks are purple. I was a wrestler. I wore spandex. You were a customer. You did Xanax.
That part was great. I was a wrestler. I wore spandex. And I agree with him. Whatever. You were a customer. You did Xanax. Yeah, that's if we're gonna make the comparison, I'm gonna have to give it to Tom here. Mac's not looking very good in this.
I'll take you and your bitch by the ear and then smash you together like Stone Cold's beer. Being a fucking loser's in your DNA. This ain't a punchline, it's a PSA. The chromosomes from your mom and pop create retards and they name them Dave. Nobody say.
That was lame, Tom. That wasn't that funny.
The wifey to chain up her legs, remove all her eggs, put them in bags and then lock them away in the safe and send it away on a plane. I'm lucky that I know CPR. My girl heard you this and she died laughing. She was bummed we waited like a week and then she...
Did he just say his girlfriend died and he's lucky he knew CPR because she laughed so hard? That wasn't funny. That was lame. His flow's alright. He keeps changing it up. Dynamic alive. I mean, I'd rather listen to this song because it has some life and it looks like he's trying to make a good song. The disses aren't as hard on this because a lot of the main punchlines were in the first one.
You went right back into Minecrafting. My girl was on Def Jam. Your girl looked like Death Fam. She the Grim
That was a good rhyme, but okay.
Reaper, knew I'd spit ether. She collecting the soul of a dead dad. They're gonna need a whole family of coffins when you crisp and warm to solve all your problems. The shame and embarrassment. All of the comments from fans you had. I saw it, you lost them. Ain't dropped an album in 4 years, dog. Rapping is your hobby.
Oh, that's harsh. That's a fair criticism in my opinion. Like, if you haven't dropped an album for a while and you are doing all this clickbaity YouTube stuff where you're rapping on other people's poems, and then you go after the guy who did just drop an album and do some shit with it, I guess that's a really good one. I have to say he did well slicing him there.
My career less than a year, 20,000 physical copies. I have millions of streams, I'm living your dream. You're a glorified YouTuber, look like a meme. Go to stupid extremes, definition of try hard. Watch me rap after eating a Tide Pod, dying for attention.
That was funny. I don't know if he did that, but I could see how Mac Lethal would do that because he's calling him a YouTube trend chaser like that. I thought that was funny.
That's why you started this little beef. You're so desperate to expect that right after this ends, your sex tape probably leak. You've been on Ellen and Rogan, why aren't you a star? Here, let me tell you, it isn't the bars. It's the way that you look, it's the way that you are. Nobody cares about your music no more. Dog, you do.
I don't know if that's true. I think it's because he looks like he is and he acts like he is. But rather than playing into it and really coming up with his own distinct brand of shit, he really just does a bunch of vapid stuff.
Impressions. You rapping 20 styles and you think it's flexing. I got a question. Why you gotta pretend to be everyone else to resemble impressive? I killed you.
That's fair. That to me is the kill shot line. The truth is, what is Mac Lethal's what's his style? What about him is interesting? Besides the fact that he can rap fast, a lot of us can rap fast. It's not that hard. You can learn how to do it. Almost everything's a gimmick. To do all these different styles and shit. It's impressive. And all sorts of people who don't listen to rap have tried to show me those videos. They really count for something. But I gotta give Tom MacDonald a point there because he kind of has a little style going on that is a little more cohesive that you can point to than say what Mac Lethal has brought to the table.
You already, this don't need a sequel. I'm honestly bored with this shit. Feels like I'm kicking the corpse's shoes you can't afford. Feel horrible doing you like this. How many rappers wrote your response? Come on, Dave, give him credit. I know you sent texts, I saw with my eyes. I know what you said, Dave, I read it. You were.
If he is implying that Mac Lethal got a whole bunch of people to help him respond to this track with a single white female and he has some proof of that, I'd love to see it. These guys are both now insinuated ghostwriting and shit, but nobody proved anything. So when you can't prove it or you're not willing to prove it, why the fuck are you insinuating it into diss? That's a little bit corny.
Real piece of shit. Nah, like a real piece of shit. If a piece of shit ate a piece of shit and took a pee and shit, you're that piece of shit. I'm on 5 minutes, shit, let me see. You were canceled and fired from MTV. The network wanted something fresh and clean. I bet any day they'll be calling me. You left rhyme shares because you had to. You didn't.
So I really like that piece of shit part because it was just fun to listen to, and I can't say I've heard many people do it, but I Googled that bit again from Tom MacDonald, what he said about Mac Lethal here, and it turned out that Mac Lethal fucked one of his label mates' girls and caused some problems and drama, and that wasn't very nice of him. So to that credit, on both of Tom MacDonald's disses, I have researched something that he has said, and it was substantiated by what other people are saying. So thank you, Tom MacDonald, for teaching me about some of the shadier components, some of the more gossipy side of Mac Lethal's past.
Didn't walk away, wasn't something you planned, dude. Got lost in the drugs and the whirlwind. Caught pants down with another man's girlfriend. Piece of shit. Nah, like a real piece of shit.
I like that he brings this back so much.
You got an STD, you're that piece of shit. You got a pet bird, bet you never thought you'd be dead first.
It is funny that he brings up the pet bird, because I was noticing the pet bird in Mac Lethal's videos. Is that a gimmick? What's the point of the bird there for? Is it supposed to be people are like, yo, birds are awesome? I don't know.
I'ma put you both in the oven when you get burned. I'ma put you both in a pet urn. Piss into the bottle, mix it up and turn the ash into plaster. Give it to your bitch. Tell her make statues of me just to capture my win. My girl will just spit in her face and we'll dip. Get a hammer and come back and smash it to bits. Put a plaque in his place so that no one forgets that your biggest mistake was as good as it gets for a guy whose career doesn't even exist. It's the peak of the mountain for you. This is it. You're
that was a pretty large series of build-up filler to basically state that this is the highlight of Mac's career. I'm okay. The flow was fun. It was good to listen to. Not that much interesting was said.
Pathetic is pathetic, you don't get it, I'm prophetic. Your rap pathetics are born, fucking Guinness World Record. Be careful where you were headed, I'm cemented as a legend. David Sheldon severed head is destined to be the evidence. Every room you ever enter, I will always be the elephant. While you try to fit this capital L into development. You dead it in Lennon, I send a letter to heaven that explodes when it opens. I hope it gets your attention. I can smell it, you sweating, and it's 11:11. I make a wish that when you die, you come back resurrected. So I can kill you again and again and again for the record. If you're feeling kind of froggy and you jump, you get dissected. Oh dear, I can't believe I had to.
I mean, I get the point of that, right? Because, like, one of the battle rap moves you're supposed to do when you're going in for the kill is to take, like, the impressive thing that your opponent does and, like, kill it. So, in that regard, if Mac Lethal is supposed to be the guy that goes real fast, Tom MacDonald came in and went real fast and just kind of showed that he can maintain that speed and tenacity. So, that was pretty dope on his end.
Set this shit straight, man. Old ears, I hope you hear exactly what I say, man. I'm here. You said you didn't even know my name, dog. So here, I'll say it so you don't forget again. It's Tom MacDonald, bitch.
Yeah, and then Tom MacDonald ends us off here with the same kind of like, it's Tom MacDonald, bitch, ending that we got off the first one. And that just kind of ends it. So, I mean, there was a couple of great parts of this track, and I think like it's a really good thing to listen to. And honestly, I've heard both of the Tom MacDonald songs now a few times, and I feel like they're just good songs that I could find myself listening to again because they kind of go in on Mac, and they framed the way I see Mac Lethal in such a way that I find it impossible to defend the fact that this is Mac Lethal's response. He did not win. He just did not win. He got crushed, in my opinion. He came back with old man whack ass shit, and he just didn't win. But you know what? That's my opinion. I'm saying that Tom MacDonald crushed the fuck out of Mac Lethal, caught my attention in the way that I guess he was hoping for in this kind of thing, and that's what's up with this one. So yo, definitely let me know what you think about this. I'm going to start doing some more of these live reactions. I know this one was 40 something minutes, but we did 3 songs. Maybe we'll just do smaller chunks of them, but I kind of want to just go live and hang out with y'all and review some music. So I'm going to try it again later on in the week. Maybe find a way to bring this channel to life finally. It's just been kind of sitting here. So thank you to the 15 to 20 people that have joined this channel since I last released a video. Y'all are amazing. Special thanks to the patrons Ismail Gadamsi, Chris Prado, Jonathan Barnes, DJ Black Hurricane, and Lindell Williams. Y'all are fucking dope. They support what we do. Subscribe to the channel for more reactions. We're going to try and get them happening again. I keep saying that every video, and then we'll see what happens. This one was live, though. So I think it's pretty cool that I was able to hold it down for this like video for my first like real live attempt here. I think it went okay. You can let me know what you think. Feel free to hit the like button. If you make that effort to leave a comment, I will make sure to talk to you in the comment section. On that note, have yourself a great day, and it was a pleasure being here with all of you.